Life is all about causes and effects. It's all about actions and reactions. And so today with me is a young man who is the best friend of the deceased. Prior to this time, I made a statement and I said something. I had a revelation where somebody connected to me um, was part of a ritual process, which in that revelation, it was almost like the person is losing his life. And this is the voice note. I sent it to my sister and I also sent it to my status, and a whole lot of people saw it.
I had a very, very deep and terrible revelation. I just remembered it now. I said, let me share because all these my revelations they happen. All of them, like no one has ever failed. So it's good that I'm sharing it. So I had a kind of a revelation just before I slept in at night where I don't know who it is. It might not be my I don't know, but I saw him come into my house. And so we were talking and he was like he wants to show me something. That this thing is not easy and the rest and the rest. He wants to show me something. So we're talking about money and money ritual. So he was in the revelation trying to explain to me what he's passing through or what he's going to pass through and the rest. So he came outside, normal way people urinate. He tried to urinate, the whole thing pour wow. Same like that. And I'm like, same in the next few minutes that his bladder will full again. I didn't really get that dream, but when I woke up and I started praying, there was another word. Somebody around me did ritual. Somebody around me did ritual. Somebody around me did ritual. And the person needs to give their life to Christ because a lot is about to spoil. And all the name come manage here. That's why he says, a lot is about to spoil. A lot is already spoiling. It might still take some days, some months, some weeks, some years, but something is about to scatter.
This proves the fact that whoever the devil wants to kill, he will blockade your sensitivity for you not to be able to get information that sets you free. And that is the same with the case of Mr. Miracle, the best friend of Mr. Chibuzo, who is here with me present. The young man is a very smart and intelligent young man who I came across while I lived in a particular environment in Enugu. And when I met him, I knew that this guy was like talent. I knew that this guy had potentials. And so it happened that somebody, a, a friend who is in the UK, who is one of the CEOs of a popular brand here in Nigeria, reached out to me and said, I just seek a way to manage talents and stuff like that. Do you have any talents that we can promote? And then in turn, the person gets to make money, help other people and stuff like that, make money through the talent and stuff. The person who came to my mind was this young boy. I went to that particular place where he sells bananas and granules. So that particular day, I told him about the offer, and I told him, yeah, it might take time, but it's a process, right? This person is willing to take care of you, which I told you people, and I allowed you people to communicate and talk with this person. It was through your best friend I got to know you. We started, but at some point, probably because of the things you were going through, you were not consistent. And again, you were looking for like a shortcut to actually help or do everything you feel you needed to do for your people.
I'm sure money must be involved in this because the boss is rich and he
Okay,
still have
now,
other Yahoo boys that will support him.
so the boss
Must
who
come.
he was under is still under police custody, right?
Yes.
And in his statement,
He said that Miracle got 96 million, but why did you kill him? He said that he killed him because he wanted to go. That he
Okay,
does.
so this boss made the confession
Uh,
that the
that he,
reason for killing your best
but
friend is because he
he
wants to
wasn't
go.
intentional. The killing was not intentional because he was just beating him. He doesn't know he's going to die. And he said that the money that Miracle got has not dropped, that he has not cashed the money. Meanwhile, Miracle told me that they have withdrawn 78 million that Saturday before the Easter Sunday. So,
Mm,
but talking about money might prolong the case because what they are doing is not a legit business. But finally, they brought back the cops to Enugu, so that's it. And they said that the guy will go, will face life imprisonment.
we faced what?
Life imprisonment.
That is the boss who
The boss.
killed him. It's very pathetic that such thing has happened. Now, I myself, I know Miracle, right? And I got to know you through him, and prior to this time, I was telling even the person in my production crew that he is a very smart and intelligent young man. I have seen him now. Even the way he speaks, he's a socialite, right? And how old is he?
20.
20 years. You're
Mm.
how old?
My age mate.
Your age
Mm.
mate. And from what I saw in Miracle, I reached out to him, right? And I connected with somebody who is in charge of a company here in Nigeria, but doing a program in the UK to see a way to actually help the talent, right? And we talked about it,
Yes.
which was where he brought you in. A way to legitimately see that you get involved into using your talents, to make a living legitly. And that was your acting skill. We brought you guys in, but you were not consistent, right?
Yes, sir.
And then at some point, it happened that we lost communication, right? Until the time I had the revelation and you sent me the message that he's now late, right? Um, you mentioned something to me. You said during the time he was in that HK, there were things he told you not to do. What did he tell you in particular?
Because I asked him if he can teach me what they do there. So I
Okay,
can
you
gain
asked
it
him if he
from.
can teach you what they do, right? Okay.
He said that he should just focus on my handwork. But if I insist, he's going to send me um, stuff that they do there, the pictures they use, and some of their working tools.
Okay, he told you if you
Which he did,
insist.
but
Okay, he sent you the tools.
since then I've not used it
Okay.
because I normally go to the work in the morning and I come back late, very tired because he's a hard work carrying of
Mm.
gallon. So I do the work at Parkland, and after which when I come back, sometimes I don't even log into my Gmail to know if he sent a message because of tiredness. So that's it. Well, he advised me at first I should just leave anything about Yahoo. That the money he has made can be enough for everybody.
Okay, so he told you to leave anything Yahoo, that you should focus.
On my hard
Probably he
work.
has seen what's
Mm.
happening there and he doesn't want you as his best friend to go through what he went through. Now, the time he was traveling, what happened? Why didn't you travel with him?
Um, before that time, it was even 2 months or more that we planned of traveling, but we didn't travel again. So that his travel was just it came up. His own just came up. We don't know that he's going to travel again. Like
So he didn't tell you
even the day,
again.
no, he didn't tell. Even the day that before the day he traveled, we were together.
Okay.
I came to Fences and he bought Indomie for me. So in front of, he collected his bag I used to carry. He just collected the bag and said that he wants to carry the bag. So he took the bag and he bought Indomie and he put Indomie into the bag. Then later I saw the Indomie, I was shocked. I called him, he said that he's the one that gave me the Indomie. I should just eat it. I was like, well, okay, no problem. That he has been giving me stuff, so I was not that kind surprised that he
Mm.
gave me the Indomie. So, but the next day, early in the morning, the dad came to our place and asked me if Miracle was here. I told him no, I have not seen him. That we met yesterday night. That's just it. I told the dad maybe he went for morning mass because he normally go to morning mass. Maybe he went. He said no, that this is not morning mass. That the time for my house has passed.
Okay.
They called the number. He didn't pick my call. Then the father continued calling until he picked the call
He
and told
picked
the
your father's
yes,
call.
and told the father that he's at MN,
Okay, he lied to the father.
that he's at MN. Nobody knew it was if it was a lie now because nobody should know where he goes. So he told and the father said, "What are you doing?" He said that he went to do some work. Then the father said, "If I come back, make sure you are at home." Then the father just like the way the father said though, that he said that he's tired of them in short.
Okay, the father of Miracle said that Miracle
That
himself.
very day that he got missing.
I'm going to ask you one more thing from everything that happened. What is your take home for everybody who is watching this now? Every young person, what lessons have you learned from this?
The lesson I've learned from this is that there is no shortcut to life. That's number one. Then, and every step of life, if missed, is going to affect. I should just advise everybody to just wait and keep working, doing the little thing you can do to help yourself instead of scamming your fellow human. Because just like yesterday, so I want to buy phone because I don't have an Android phone I use now. I managed to use one. So I sent someone 1,000 naira for Tifa to come and bring the phone for me. The person blocked my SIM. So I know how I felt because of ordinary 1,000. Then talk more of someone that you scam like 90, 100 million, and so how the person will feel. Some of them even commit suicide because of the money because you might scam someone the last saving of his. So I just advise everybody just keep calm and instead of trying to get money to impress someone, you should just calm down. That surely money will come. And you are
So
ready.
this is you. You're 20 years and he's 20 years.
Yeah, he's my age mate.
I want to ask you another question.
Mm.
What do you need such money for now?
Unless you're looking at the background of family, when we look at our family, you see that almost everything is not moving fine. It's still difficult to feed, and some of our parents are going through a lot. Some are even sick. So all these things, well, that's why as a first son, at least when you check all this, you talk to yourself and say you need to make a step.
Do you
Just to say,
think that is the best step?
no, with this, I can't say yes. I can't say it's the best step.
Okay, so thank you for this information. And then what I can tell you is everybody in life goes through challenges. Anybody who got to any place they got to legitimately went through some process. The only thing you go from the top down, only thing in life you go from the top down is the grave. The only thing you go from the top down, every other thing you go from down up. And that being said, anything somebody brings to you that is just going to go up overnight is equal and equivalent to a graveyard or to your grave. I've shared with you I lost my mom to cancer. At the time I lost my mom, we didn't even have money again. Every money in our family went into that ailment. So we had so much need of money. We had need of money for both my siblings who were in school. We had need of money for myself because I had to even drop out at that time. I had every reason to go that way. But this understanding is what kept me, like I told you. The understanding of the three Newton's law of motion. Nothing happens by happenstance. Nothing happens until a force acts on it to happen, and nothing happens until a force stops it. Action and reaction are equal and opposite. You cannot go to eat with the devil and then expect to be smiling or expect to be happy. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So we all are passing through stuffs. Every one of us. We all. From this you've learned, and I want you to champion a cause, which is letting as many people as possible to know that this is not a way. This is not a way. Imagine if you went and they killed the both of you. Would you still make the money? The family you're trying to save or to cater for, will you still see them again? Life goes on. They are alive today, right? None of them died after he died, right? None of them died. At most, everybody will cry, shout, it's painful, it's also paining me very well. And life continues. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
All of them are alive. You are also alive. And you being alive is a proof that God is still interested in you. Somebody can make money at 26, another person can make money at 32, another person can make money at 40. We have our different parts, but we're trying to say that different parts comes because of our different glory level and because of the things that we will do in life, right? So you talked about your mom who is sick, and this is the point where I come in because I know how it feels struggling to eat or to fend for yourself and the rest. I'm happy that you have a skill and you have a handwork, and he told you to stick to your handwork and that you should go through your process. That was what he told you,
Yes, sir.
right? Because he knows that he has seen for himself that there is no shortcut to 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 the top. There is no shortcut to the top. There is no shortcut to that your destination. You have your mom who is ill, and then you probably fending for your family as well, right? Now, your handwork, the work which you do, how much do you get on a monthly basis?
Mm, I don't get much because I stay at home to sew. So not everybody that knows that I sew. But for people that I sew for, like I give them the best that I
Okay.
can
Okay,
at the
so
end of
could
the day.
it be that the reason why not everybody knows that you sew is because you're distracted? You're distracted between the tools he sent to you and you wanting to also find your own way, through that shortcut. Could that
The
be?
tips he sent to me, I've not used any of them.
Or you were distracted in your mind?
The only distraction I have is that I go to work because I see that since I don't have the tools I need that is to take my work to the level I would love to be in, then I go to another work because I know my family need money. So I actually go to another work so that I can at least help with little things I can
In a
for
week, how
them.
much do you make going for these works?
Let me say a day I make up to 1.5.
1.5
Mm.
in a day. Um, so that is after you've spent your transport and
And
everything
feeding, yeah.
and feeding.
Mm.
So you have like 1.5 left with you.
Then I give the family 1,000, I save 500 for unforeseen circumstances that might come.
For what?
Unforeseen circumstances.
Okay, you
Yeah.
save 500 and you give your
Mm.
family 1,000.
Mm.
Okay.
Depending on how work is there, because this is taking gallons of water. A gallon is 15 naira, and we are up to four that are doing the job.
Okay.
So sometimes you can even make up to 2,000 or 2,500.
Your sewing job. What made you stop
I
it?
didn't I didn't stop though. Sometimes I still sew at home when there is
Okay.
work.
You just
Mm.
do different stuffs at the same time.
Not really that way, but sometimes I sew at home. But what I'm even planning of is because I've gotten admission and at least I've paid my acceptance fee. I've managed
Okay.
to raise money to pay for acceptance. So what I'm
Which
planning,
school?
Abia State University.
Okay.
Mm. So my parents were talking of getting a shop that if I get a shop, with the knowledge I have about the work, I will do very well. So, but since I don't have a shop, I'm doing the little I can, and depending on just that work might affect the family because I still need to provide for the family. That was why I'm doing other
What's
jobs.
your dad doing? Why must you be the one providing for the family at age 20? What's your dad doing?
My dad is a pastor, but he was ministering with Christ Extension Church before they had issue. I don't know if he's a evil spirit that is affecting him. Sometimes if you give him a station, he misbehave and they will send him out of the station.
Okay,
And he
him.
had issue with my mom, so
Okay.
because he want to sell a house that my mom managed, him and my mom managed to build, even though the house is still uncompleted. So that was what led to the issue. So they are still having issues.
You're still
Sometimes,
having issues up to
sometimes he
now.
brings, yeah, up to now. Sometimes he brings money for food. Sometimes he brings 700, and it might not be enough for the whole family
How
to
many
feed.
are you in your family?
I'm just the only son, and I have a
You're the
sister.
only son
Yes,
and you have just one
one
sibling.
sister. Then my grandmother is still schooling with us. Yeah. Then my mom
Okay.
and me.
Okay. So your sister, how old is she?
My sister is 15.
Is 15.
She's in secondary school now.
What class?
SS1.
SS1. Your dad, does he live with you?
He lives with us and he operates his ministry here since he couldn't stay with the Christ Extension Church. But the ministry is still growing. Like they don't have members, so he complains that he doesn't get enough money from there.
Okay, so his sustenance and what he does is
Mm.
from the ministry.
Yes.
He doesn't have any work he's doing or
No, he
anything.
doesn't have anyone.
Okay. Um I applaud the fact that you're trying to do what your father couldn't do for you at this particular point in time. I also don't know what he also passed through to get to this level. But that regardless, it should only be a positive drive. It should only drive you positively to do what's right and push through and see that your own children don't experience the same. And now, um, what do you think you need? You said you've gotten admission, right? And you have paid your acceptance fee, um, and done some things. When are you meant to resume school?
School have resumed, but I don't have any money to go back and food stuff. So that was what I was doing the job to know if I can raise the money before my friend passed out.
Okay, school has resumed and you're unable to go to school now because you don't have the money
At
to go to school. Your mom is ill and she's at home. Um, your dad is also not supporting as he ought to because he's limited, right? And how much do you think? How much have you raised?
the acceptance fee was 200 and something thousand. I paid
Is it just acceptance fee that is 200 and something thousand?
yes for
Acceptance
the
fee and
school.
school fees. Which
Acceptance fee
school
and
is?
the development fee
Which school is
with host
this?
Abia State University.
Where?
Abia State University too.
Abia State University. So
Mm.
we can confirm from
Yes,
Abia
the
State
school.
University that their
Acceptance
acceptance
fee
fee
for optometry.
for what?
Optometry.
Optometry
Mm.
is how much?
240,000.
Is 240,000 just the acceptance
And
fee?
development fee. You said
Was
they say you come with the development fee.
the 240,000 is not tuition fee included?
No, no,
The
no.
tuition fee is how much?
We won 112.
112.
Mm.
Is for year one.
Yeah, for year 111.
That is the tuition fee,
Mm.
excluding other fees.
The other fees that we have,
Because it's
just
other fees
who's
involved in the 240,000.
no, 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 no. Just that I'm surprised that their own this is quite different from other schools.
This your admission. Can we see the admission letter? Can you
Sure,
send it to me?
I can send it to
We
you.
can get the admission letter and the letter of acceptance, right?
Yes.
The institution, Abia State University, will be seeing
too.
this
Yes.
as well, so they can verify that this is what you paid,
Yes.
right? You have not gotten your school fees, which is 100 and what?
112,000.
112,000. So You need your school fees to go back to school.
That's all I need, and little food stuff. My mom is working on that because she came back from village from my uncle's burial, so she came back with some gari and some other food stuff.
Okay, so you were the one who paid for your acceptance fee.
Yes,
You got that money yourself.
yes,
Okay. Now, because you won't have people always coming to help you, they have their own needs as well, right? With regards to the fact that you have a skill, do you think you have the requisite knowledge needed to actually generate money for yourself,
of
make a
course.
living for yourself?
From the skill, I can make money from the skill
You think
as well.
you think you're well equipped in knowledge
Yes, of course.
to do that?
I'm very sure of that.
Okay. So have you made a calculation of the things you need to start
The,
up your own
the only
stuff
thing I need,
while
the only thing I
going to
need
school?
for my skill is just the machine. And if I can be able to get a shop, I promise with the little time I can get other stuff.
So if you get a shop and you
And
get
then one machine, just one
machine,
machine,
okay, you get machine, you can be able to
I can
train
be able
yourself in
to.
school.
Yes,
Will you be able to do that?
I'm very sure.
So if you get some sewing tools, you are a tailor,
Yes,
you learned the vocation tailoring, right?
yes,
So you are saying that if you can get um something like a machine and get a place
yes.
that you can
I can provide other stuff.
do other things for
And I
yourself.
can still pay my school fees.
Okay. So I'm very, very happy that he, for one, is somebody who is willing to do things for himself. He's not solely depending on people giving him, giving him, giving him.